great question. So to be honest, what you do day to day, you have to have a bit of a framework. You have to have the framework, right? So this is why the five stories really worked, because it helps you break down your brand into like these different pieces, so you can really kind of focus on each bit. So what it really looks like is it just looks like being really aware of your market, what's happening in the world right now, what's what's happening in your customers' lives right now. So just really listening to them. I think a practice is all about just knowing that you are building a brand and that it isn't done. I mean, it's never done, it's never over. It's always something that needs to be looked at. So I think it's just doing things like this, like, okay, we're putting out, so again, building a brand, it's all about the content and stories that make up that brand, right? So for example, when it comes to sharing content on social media like Instagram, right? Okay, cool. Always going back to those five stories, how can we communicate in a way that shows that we care? Like, why does this piece of content that I'm putting out, I'm just taking it, chunking it down really bit by bit, because building a brand is a practice, because it's all about the communications you've got that form that brand. So really looking at channel by channel. Instagram, how are we showing up there? Asking someone, when you look at our Instagram page, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel? And if it doesn't connect with the feeling that you were doing your empathy story, then you need to figure out why. And you need to do something about that. You need to get to that feeling, which is why it's such a great guidelines. It just really keeps you in check and know who you are and what you stand for on a day-to-day basis, which is which is why I'm so pumped about the five stories framework. And because I know it works. It has worked. It works for our customers. So yeah, I think that really getting in the habit of just every piece of content, is really easy just to put stuff out there and say stuff, and bang your company drum and be like, yeah, look at us, we've been mentioned in this in the Guardian, yeah, look at us, we've done this. It's like, great, that's awesome. Why should I care? Why should I care?
So your advice is basically to take every platform you want to be present on and kind of infuse publish content and keep on producing content for that platform, but infusing it with the framework that you talked about, if I can sum it up this way. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely, like always looking at that piece of content and really just really looking at it and asking that question, like, does this show that we care? Does this show that we are listening to our customers? Does this content add value to our following, like the people following us? Does it add value to their lives? And just really thinking about, that's what I mean by a practice, because building a brand isn't about you as a business, it's about them. It's about the customers that you exist for, not you, your customers. It's about how you connect with their lives, how you fit into their lives. So it's all about that point that I made right at the beginning of our conversation.
Yeah.
What's the point of building a brand? Be something people want in their lives. So that's what I mean by practice. It's getting really rigorous and really being quite mean about your content, and being really like, actually, do you know what? This isn't good enough. Less is more. That's that is it's real. Less, do less content, but make sure that it's intentional. Create it with intention. And the five stories is a framework to make sure that you create content with intention. Always go
Yeah.
back to them. Always challenge them. Are our customers still feeling this way? Has things changed now? We're in a pandemic. Has things changed now? We're moving out. Now we've got the vaccines. How are people feeling now? Like really like looking at the world and nailing your business to now.